Today is April 15th, I think it is, or 16th. 2007, and this is obviously bad storm has hit here. There's a nor'easter, and she's turned around west now, and you can see I'm taking pictures of our dock in the background there, floating around the Easy Dock. I have 220 foot of this. It sits out with 10 20-foot finger docks, and I'm showing it rolling back and forth. But I'm also going back here, and if you notice right here, you'll see I was going to get closer by walking on this dock called the Polly's Dock next door to me, but that dock is actually ripped up all the way across it, and there's no way to walk under it. But I'm just showing the flexibility of the Easy Dock, and if you notice, I'm going to try to zoom in here, but you'll see 5 pilings hold 225 foot of dock system in. You can see I still have boats tied on, and like I said, it's early April. And I'll try to take a picture of the way the bay, you know, it looks like an ocean, is rolling in here. I'm also trying to just show you all the pilings. The pilings that you see tan are the pilings that I have holding this dock in. The pilings behind it are a dock behind me. I'm going to try to walk on that dock in a couple minutes, but I could show the roll of this Easy Dock system. It's hard for me to get out of here. I don't want to get the camera in the weather too much. Oops, there we go, a little spray over the window. I'm going to try to take a little video of, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. The waves are rolling in here. The whole end of Polly Docks is gone here. Like I said, you'll see a bunch of spots. The dock looks okay, but a lot of planking missing. Then you'll see the dock is broken in half right next door to me. And this is less than 50 feet away. You'll see this dock, it looks like it's a floating dock. Meanwhile, it's just broken apart and laying within the pilings for now. All that debris will be blown up. There's some floating away now. This is a show two type of thing. Number one, our docks are very stable, strong. I was actually walking on this dock earlier. You do have to hang on. Polly's Dock is already gone, and it's a wood floating wood dock next to us, and the pilings are only 5 foot apart on each side, and it's basically blown apart here all the way back as far as I can see it too. And you can see the debris up in the corner here. Sorry about that. It's starting to come apart. People say, oh, that plastic stuff just won't handle it. And I get that comment the first year we put this dock in. This dock is now 3 years old. You can see the debris that's coming apart on this wood dock too. Now this stuff will be floating all across this bay, underwater. Boats will hit it. One thing about the Easy Dock stuff, if it comes apart, somebody's going to grab that piece because they're a little bit of money. You won't get it just floating apart in debris, and you know the people are going to abandon it. We'll be looking for this if it ever came apart. This is, I believe, the 3rd year, and I don't know if you can see how much this dock is actually moving, but this is the 3rd year this dock is here. The first year I had 2 marinas just north of us. The guy said he had called me after the first winter. He goes, his dock is all blown apart because he had a really bad winter with no ice. And when we had no ice, the waves just pound you like this all winter long. And he had called me and said, you know, I really can't believe your dock is sitting there, all that stuff on 5 pilings, and my whole marina is gone. And he was literally a quarter mile north of me, 2 of them, Shelter Harbor and Eastern Marine. They both had all their docks tore apart. But right here I'm showing you one 50 foot away from me that their dock is gone, and our dock is sitting there floating. And my dock has boats tied on it right now. I have 3 boats. It's a work barge and 2 other boats, and as you can see, they're fine. You know, them boats are tied on each side, and they're not going nowhere. And like I said, this dock is, I'll walk this dock when we're done and look for any you know, suspicious broken couplers or anything like that. I've replaced 7 couplers on this dock in 3 years. So, and that's just because we're subject to all this bay and how rough it gets all the time here. But like I said, at 7 couplers in 3 years, and them guys had to buy new marinas, basically replace all their docks. And this neighboring marina right here, he's going to have all kinds of problems come springtime. Actually, we're almost into the heart of the season. Everybody's starting to drop their boats in now, and this guy's going to have a lot of work to do before his rental business opens up. And it's Ollie Bait and Tackle and boat rental down here in Beach Haven. This is the dock I'm showing you. I'm going to stop right now and go to the other side. I'm going to try to walk out on that bigger dock and take some pictures of it, but you can see exactly what we're talking about the flexibility of the Easy Dock and how she moves with the waves, being that it's flexible and not a rigid system. It'll bend before it breaks, and that's the strength of that system. Very comfortable dock to walk on. This kind of weather I wouldn't suggest it though. You can see there's only 2 inches of water that have a scum line on it now. 2-3 inches of that dock has a scum line on it. You can really see it now because the docks come just about out of the water sometimes. And that's all that sits in the water. That's why the ice doesn't grab these docks either. You know, this dock will sit there and it'll the ice will form around it and it'll pop the dock right above the ice. Being that it's flexible, it doesn't go nowhere. Now I'm going to try to get some of this the end piece. The unit is really getting pounded around out here, and it's the same end unit that's been there for 3 years. Like I said, taking this beating. This video is being made for myself, for my own promotions for the Easy Dock and for Easy Dock. I'm going to try to send it to them. They're always asking if we have any rough water, because Easy Dock was actually originally built for a lake environment due to the freezing of the lake, and they didn't want to keep replacing their wood floaters after they busted up all year long in the lake. They wanted something that comes out of the water easy. But then they found with the new coupler system how strong they could be. I'm trying to keep the camera out of the rain, so I'm hoping you can see this all. I mean, this dock on the end is really getting tossed around. It's kind of sad. It's definitely better to see with the naked eye than you can see how far it's really. This dock's probably moving about 3 foot. Now it's hard to see that from here, but when you watch it, sorry, big wave just splashed inside my truck window here. And you can see this dock moving in the background. And like I said, there's a plastic coated piling there that we have it. That's a 30-foot piling there, but that's also about 12 foot deep there in that end. 10-inch pilings, standard marine construction. This is the best because some of our competition says, oh, our dock's not flexible enough to last on the bay. When you put enough sections together, when you put one section by itself, it takes a beating. When you have 4 or 5 sections together and there's more of them rubber couplers in between, that's what gives it flexibility. Like I said, I'm going to try to take this down the other side and get a little closer view. I was hoping this telephoto would show it. It's amazing to see how bad it is here today. And like I said, to see that the dock right in front of me is torn apart. You can see this movement right here. One dock standing, one dock not. One plastic. As some people would say, that plastic stuff won't last. And I beg to differ here. Staring at the nice big piece of 2x8 that are floating up everywhere. And you can see some of this wood on Polly's dock is brand new. And it was just replaced last year. And some of the stuff looks a little bit older. They didn't replace all the pieces. Some of the stuff is totally gone, and like I showed you, I got a pile of debris back in the corner now. As we're sitting here, it's gotten bigger. The pile of debris from the stuff floating in from the dock. Just showing some of the wave action, because we get 2 things you get here too because of the wall. You get a forward wave action, and then you get the splashback wave action. And you can see the good timing. Sorry about that. You can see, if you watch it long enough, that gangway is still walkable. I was on that earlier today, and you can see that it's floating in there. There's got to be flexibility of 3 foot there, jumping up and down this dock. It's just bending all over the place. I don't think I'm going to be able to walk on that other side. I know the wind's fierce out there. I tried walking it before. Like I said, I was out on this dock earlier. Kind of rough to get out there. I definitely don't want to get out there with the camera because It's one of them things where you need two hands on something and walk. But like I said, I'm just showing this. Look at this dock coming up out of the water out here. You know, it's amazing. And then what we'll do is we'll try to get down here tomorrow when it calms down and take a video of the top of this dock again and show it in some nice, easy weather. Show you that there's not even going to be a coupler busted. I walked it before and I don't think I'll have anything wrong with this dock. But like I said, this is one storm over the past 3 years, and we get a storm every 3 months around here. And just bad winds will do this to it any time. It doesn't have to be a storm. We get 30-mile-an-hour west winds in here all the time. Dock takes a beating, that's for sure. You see that spray getting in the thing. I'm going to sign off now. Thanks. Like I said, I'm just trying to show some of the rolling of this dock and how it moves. There's water blowing right up over it. There's debris blowing on it that was in the water. It's not from the dock, obviously. Oh, sorry. There we go. Okay, well, I'm going to go back in. Woo! It's blowing out here. Just trying to show you something today. It's amazing what's going on out here today. This is common for here, really. I forget to come down here to videos today. Here's Polly Dock. Here's another view of the dock next door. Literally right next door. Wow, it's amazing. Talk about environmentally friendly. Look at that dock and then look at this dock. Where all these pieces are going to be next week. You know, I'm sure nobody's going to be out here today cleaning them up. They'll just drift around all over this bay. It's a shame. Now you see what we talk about the Easy Dock system being a nicer, friendlier dock, and it actually is the way to go. So. Alright, take care.
Still on?